You some coin, but you gotta tell me where the Putrid Grove is.
I don't know that. Keep your coin, I don't know a thing. Move on. Be gone! Help a poor fellow out.
The morning boats that drance by here. Jeeps like fool bellows begging to be sold.
Take a gander over here.
Oh.
Ah! Did you hear the juicy bit from the last race day of the Vegas butts? The Kaviri legate wagered a whole bundle in villages and he lost. You don't believe that yourself, do you?
A downfall of civilization, moral decay. I serve the eternal fire. Temple Guard let even you into the city.
Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Doing some sightseeing. Kinda curious about what's beyond this gate.
Me brother-in-law was curious. Worms, been it?
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Got a con...
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
I won't pay. Let me in.
Yes, sir.
What ails you?
Can't see out one eye.
My wife won't
Hit
believe me.
him
I tell her.
as rain.
Thank you, my lord. The right miracle you've worked. I'd like to repay you.
Convince those
by
knaves on the
death.
city council that spells are not needed on a whim, but positively indispensable.
How are things?
Good.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cosy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
Temple Guard tolerate your little operation?
Let's say they appreciate the value.
Menga doesn't seem like the type that can be bought.
Anyone can be bought. But like it's true, Menga had cost me a fortune. Illnesses catch him at times. Other time. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, farting around about the hallowed essence of the...
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught. They call this place the Putrid Grove. But it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city. Because it will be our city one day.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Marigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Marigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Got to be elegant like me.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful, is it?
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more? Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of...
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming... I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
Well, some causes require a sacrifice.
Causes? What about people?
For people, same holds true.
So, maybe you care to dive in after that sack for me?
You win.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels.
Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Turned out he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his...
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave right...
Take care of yourself, Klug.
Right.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoors are...
There's a draft. Should be an exit.
Free city of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically control financial life in the city.
Official word is that Novigrad will remain neutral. Somehow doubt anyone believes that anymore.
Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Is that a problem?
By the eternal fire, no. I'm surprised, that's all. Together, I expect you resolve things twice as fast. But I'd prefer you not...
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in...
You're a merchant, familiar with how commerce works?
Of course. Honest pay...
Half up front, half once the job's done.
You're asking a great deal.
I'm a witcher. Gotta admit, I've met my share of people who say one thing beforehand, another after the fact.
Very well. Your first installment.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related. Where'd you think you're going? Warehouse job won't wait, you know.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no. Notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
Think I plugged every hole in there.
Well, all right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk. Well. Now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Reconciled?
Knew a man once who reacted to everything, especially adversity, by mocking it.
Healthy attitude. Must have lived long.
Came a day he lost both his legs in battle. He shrugged, said it was better that way. He'd never feel pain in them again.
I understand him perfectly.
I know. Thing is, he was lying to himself.
I think he just didn't have much of a choice.
You could be right, but only he knows the truth.
We're only ever the ones to know the truth about ourselves.
Which we share at times with those we hold dear.
Even if it's hard to swallow?
Even then.
Who knows? Maybe one day. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
Not bad. Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Our lovebirds having themselves a little chat.
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. Let's agree your friends were never here. Now pay the rest and let's part in peace.
You don't set the terms, mutant.
Stay out of it. We're here for the witch.
We're inseparable, see? Afraid you'll have to take us both.
Geralt!
If you say so.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse.
As have I.
Looking for a bruising?
Get it from both sides! They killed him!
Come on.
Hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have pain, duped and trapped. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have said... Spare me, good man. Be not like those...
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll...
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
No need. Glad I could help.
You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Corrine goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market.
All right. See you later.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundation.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your...
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place, then. Corrine is inside.
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value?
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. Two days were already dependent.
Put it down, please. The
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Way to the next room is blocked. Stuff. A doll. Drawing shows it lying in a cradle. Maybe I should find one.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
Boo! Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? Could tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams.
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta...
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants...
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great, but I...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to look...
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily.
I don't want to!
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. so let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe...
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your...
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of the... I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream...
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your...
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's...
All right. See you there.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me.
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently. Though she refused to talk...
So many crowns I paid! Oh. Cheated me.
All right.
Hey, you two. Slimy about you. This is the trouble. You get drunk. I insist.
Help some fellas out, Master. Because we're comrades, see? Witcher, ain't you? Except witchers earn more. Old villagers pitch in. Lords out with their purses.
Guess I've been to the wrong villages. Dealt with the wrong lords and ladies.
Come on, don't make us beg. What's all...
You boys look tired. Probably ought to go home now.
Well...
2 days. Well said, Master.
Just a bit more and I'll drop this job.
Hey there, handsome.
Burghers and Burgesses of the free city of Novigrad. Master Claytop, that would be me, has the honor to announce the betting is now open. Georgius George, known also as I believe I see a challenger.
On you, will I you? Look for your kind beyond words.
Whoa, you make a fine sailor. Till the puking set in.
Think I'd piss me trousers.
Whitey, why'd your hair go white?
Ah, no glass tastes as sweet as the first cracking pull.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. We must first achieve a kind of mental accord.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri. Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable.
I see.
Yes, I think so.
In that case,
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion... Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
by destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be...
Yes.
No need to rush.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I found her at Stege Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Ciri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword.
These memories.
I have more to say.
Then please do.
It was in Rivia, the second war with Nilfgaard. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Ciri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
You claim the woman has abilities.
They call Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. She travels between worlds. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different, and that Ciri carries immense power.
I see.
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have...
Who do you mean?
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Ciri never found her. Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot. Dreamt of a swallow at first.
At times the dreams can multiply.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and...
The Rosemary and Thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Maybe one of them hired thugs. Who knows?
You always wear tight trousers. Admits to yourself.
Yes. Another drifter into terrain. Your time. Just kill me.
What's the hurry, my prince?
Jolly.
Nice, you gotta take this. Not get fucked.
these days. Hair-brained, all of them.
Hey, pretty boy. What do I gotta do to get a lovely palate like yours?
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your arse till you've toes for teeth. Get out in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them up.
With pleasure.
Now!
You'll never learn.
Give me back!
Die, fool! Jimmy, we're leaving.
Reminds me of a days of war. Eh?
Yeah, almost like we never left Bergen.
Leg it!
Please. That went quick. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
Training plenty lately. What with the war on, no Mahakaman me. You, though, you've withered a bit.
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the what?
Oh.
Not at all, but I know she came here.
With a wee...
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain. I just barely returned, as you saw. Expecting to come home to a hot leg of boar and some cold ale. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his...
Prime idea. I say we start in the ground.
From the finest vineyards, every last one.
No one knows the fruit of the vine like Dandy. Aha! A note from a grateful mute.
This the loot he got from the elves of Dol Blathanna.
Aye. Must have been in a great rush to leave it behind.
10 barrels of Toussaint Dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead.
No, that's exactly... It's his planner.
Huh. Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad. Seems when he inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fight. He also made a habit of noting down the times of his meeting. Ah, here it is. Seems he's only been meeting women of late. The dog.
Not a bad idea. Dandelion's pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to...
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suche?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
I will get you every last copper, with interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay him...
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not...
This Beulah's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
Mine. Offered her a better rate.
All right. So...
That's enough of that.
Slay you like a dog.
Covered in blood, all of it. So much work for naught.
No need to thank me.
Sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful, but...
Don't know if you remember. We've met.
I don't... Wait, I know you. You're that witcher I near clobbered with a vase when... Well...
When you kicked Dandelion out. Through the balcony. Actually, he's the reason...
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lion's...
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week, Pa. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe. But what did he ask about, exactly?
Oh, this and that, really. What's it like at the bathhouse? I don't know. Maybe he's looking to hire one for his tavern.
This woman he was with in the harbour. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Covere. Horvere, more like. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced...
Elaine Tedder.
Welcome. Do come in.
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Elial.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened?
You Elial?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the...
Sorry, I thought Elial was one of Dandelion.
Oh, so it's that. Wait here. Any better?
So you're...
Elial.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it?
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening.
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only...
When did you last see him?
Some time ago. He brought in one of Zoltan's jerky. Odd as requests go, I had the distinct...
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He asked about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although... Indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear. The witch hunters nabbed him recently, burned him at the stake in Hierarch Square. But as he perished, the goings-on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
I know this is none of my business, but why do you...
Why do I dress up? As a child, I dreamt of becoming a Doppler when I grew up. I became a tailor instead. Discovered clothing. Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day, a dockside thug the next. That is true freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Have you never thought to become someone else?
I managed to stay interested. Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me. Greetings.
Glad to take...
Of course, please do.
So long. Run, Roach.
Welcome, what...
Fine.
So, what don't I?
Thanks.
Come again.
Come on.
In.
Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come after all. Why not? A rat bit him, and he's caught a fever.
Where'd he get bit? It hurt him much. Well, he died. Don't die from rats, stupid. Yes, you do. Just the other day I saw a witch-hunter tell a man, "You rat," and then he killed him.
Liar. That's enough.
Are you a
We're
wizard?
done for today. Gather your things and go home.
Wonder if the rat catcher will get well. Like as not. How do you know? Mum says that if he but catches a cough, he's as good as in the grave. And this one's got a fever.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems?
No. We perused the...
Maybe...
mould. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fuck...
Sea dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold, but he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done...
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
My daddy's a witch hunter. He chases his own blood. What do you mean?
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate...
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting.
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear...
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher?
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then. We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd traveled...
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's in the Black Stallion, Nemrod.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon.
I asked Molly to join us.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have... Know anything about the chestnut or the bay?
The chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Ritanian, gallant steed, but... And the bay hails from Zericania. Lord Tevolte acquired him recently. I know...
Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
The gray mare looks nimble. Besides, knew a man named Kahir once. I'll go with him.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed.
In that case, I shall try my luck on the Zerek. I see no point in delay.
Riders, ready!
I adore the speed.
Go.
Witcher, let's see what you're made of. Don't spare the horse. I adore the speed, the rush of air.
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. That is yours.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why the portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad.
Nothing hurts as much as life.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dan...
That's right. Except it's the other way around. I'm always saving him.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion saved you in Flotsam by severing your noose?
What? Dandelion couldn't... Never mind. Any idea where our master archer might be at the moment?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a... The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good... But... or maybe his sister could help.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow...
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canal. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask, Dad.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks.
Ah, Geralt, there you are.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let... And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
This morning, my brother came back from the market with news. Murders happening in some house. Your Greta's at the end of
Taking trains all the way to Garden. No luck. Driving in slippery ways. What do you want?
Want to see Rose of Atra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she...
Front to the eternal fire.
Ooh!
Yes?
Heard you play for high stakes here.
Firstly, we must have the proper effect. As I thought, let's...
Was it worth taking the type to that medic?
behaviour scam.
Can't be bothered right now.
Aren't you too old to be out whoring?
I'll need you to pay up front.
Black ones, Redanians, long as they pay.
Wolfie.
Now you behave.
So the girls want to go on strike? Truth be told, the King's exacting too much tribute these days.
You're a vulgar one. Can see it in your face. How do you find Novigrad? Does it suit you?
We crossed the Yara, we will cross the Pontar.
Like the Beaglebut's first abroad. Cities.
Yes.
Another drifter in from Temeria. Yes.
Don't you fear the pyre, freak?
Hunters would burn a rainbow if they could.
There's still blood on your swords.
They let in rabbit and now these folk are afraid to leave their homes.
I'm not sure I understand.
It's cold, so I'm afraid to see the surgeon. Never know when they'll accuse him of witchcraft.
Frank, we ain't looking for no witcher.
Jesus creepers! Look at them peepers!
Ah! Don't touch me.
I was made for loving.
Black ones, Redanians, long as they pay and don't hit.
Sod off.
With you. Not for all the gold in
Nice to see
Novigrad.
you. What grace, what style.
Back again, Rivian Trap.
You take liberties, not good.
White Wolf,
Greetings,
don't fret. I'm sure.
which was?
Oh, eons ago. You and Master Dandelion appeared, two halflings in tow. What a smash they...
So the, stab.
Oh, of course it has. It does so incessantly in this business. But... So? Shall I summon the girls? Just remember, this is a decent establishment.
Any girl in particular you'd recommend?
You'd like Narcissa. Perhaps not the prettiest, but she's by far the most...
I'd love to meet the rising generation of Passiflora buds.
Welcome, sir. We trust our charms and skills will
I'm tired. Like to relax with a beautiful woman, preferably an elf.
You've chosen well.
Is it your belief Novigrad stands
Frank,
to
we
gain
ain't looking for no
by
witcher.
Redania?
Damn it, I don't know.
Time to invest in rubies.
Interesting.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, Sugar Puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, Sugar Puss, before I report this to Papa. Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Sorry to sneak in, miss. I'm Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed...
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join...
But my lady's a witcher, so...
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Varatra would train with random clods calling themselves sword masters? Take him to the training room. Now.
As you say, miss. Won't you realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one, and take care not to hurt the little miss. You'll learn it to follow me.
You're my new instructor. Well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I'm a...
Lost your nerve?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
How long are you gonna make me wait?
Oh, damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes. So, what was it you said?
Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. 1 point.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. But don't you dare try...
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in...
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Come on!
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Stop flaunting and fight! Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few...
Sorry, gotta say no. Schedule's packed just now.
As you wish. What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden?
Of course it was me. Why, did Rosa try to play you for a fool? Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one another.
Take it Dandelion did too.
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally I was left to repel the aging bards at Rosa. I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking... He'll next sing at your funeral if you...
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna! What? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated oxen...
Who?
Eccentric old coot. He'd apparently been an important...
What are two young Nilfgaardian aristocrats doing in Novigrad?
Dying of boredom. Papa's a diplomat. He also has many business. Takes us along everywhere he goes. And so in Novigrad, the task fell to the poet Dandelion. Rosa's... Edna!
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you...
We've picked up a few things.
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never...
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world. And they say the city's treasury's bursting with enough...
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of finance.
Changing subject. Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trebaritz. Very skilled.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her. Makes sense. He referred to her as Calonetta a few times. Bizarre.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Calonetta. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
before you, O eternal fire.